Hello and welcome to Philosophy Vibe, the channel where we discuss and debate different philosophical ideas. In our previous video we debated abortion. Today we're going to look at how utilitarianism and deontological ethics can be applied to abortion, and if abortion would be morally permissible under these moral theories. Interesting. So then I want to run through how a utilitarian would approach abortion and how a Kantian ethicist would approach it as well. I would say it's pretty clear that a utilitarian would be in support of abortion. Why do you say that? Well, the primary concept of utilitarianism is to maximize utility, promote the greatest good for the greatest number, or the greatest happiness for the greatest number. For act utilitarianism, every action we do should be focused on maximizing utility. So, if we consider abortion, you can imagine many cases where an unwanted pregnancy can destroy someone's life. It could be financial pressures, it could be health issues related to the pregnancy, it could just be inconvenience and the pregnancy derailing someone's life's ambitions. Nonetheless, an unwanted pregnancy will inevitably lead to misery and depression. In order to bring about the greatest good, should an abortion clearly bring about the greatest good, then the act utilitarian would undoubtedly support this. Okay, but act utilitarianism, as purported by Jeremy Bentham, follows the hedonic calculus. It weighs up the pleasure and pain of everyone involved in a certain situation and determines the right action based on this. Correct. So in the case of abortion, would the fetus not be included in this decision-making process? And if so, the pain of the fetus and the loss of life would probably outweigh most reasons for abortion, except perhaps the loss of life to the mother. So I can see how an act utilitarian would argue that abortion is morally not acceptable. I disagree with this. How conscious is a fetus to really feel pain, especially in early term abortions? The fetus cannot really feel pleasure or pain, but the mother can. So if we are solely concerned with maximizing pleasure and minimizing pain, then the fetus should not be considered in the hedonic calculus, as it cannot feel pleasure or pain. Only the mother's feelings should be considered, and so I would still argue based on this, act utilitarians would not be against abortion. Interesting. This is probably not as clear with rule utilitarianism though, is it? How so? With rule utilitarianism, the goal is to promote the greatest good for the greatest number, but there are rules in place to better achieve this. So, actions are only acceptable if they adhere to the rule put in place that promotes the greatest good for the greatest number. Now, it goes without saying, murder or killing another human being would be a rule put in place. The greatest good for a society is one without killing or murder. So, no matter what the situation is and what the outcome will be, we are forbidden to take a life. This would mean that abortion would not be morally permissible. I don't think it's as simple as that. We still come down to the debate of if a fetus is a living human being. For the utilitarians who do not consider a fetus alive, then abortion would be permissible. For the utilitarians who do consider a fetus alive, then most likely abortion would be forbidden. And for those that believe there is a certain criteria to be considered living, then most likely early-term abortions would be permissible, whilst late-term abortions would not. Okay, let's now move on to deontological ethics, with a specific focus on Kantian ethics. Now, deontological ethics is not focused on the outcome of actions, but rather following an ethical duty, no matter what the outcomes are. Immanuel Kant used the categorical imperative as a guiding principle to one's duty. Act only according to that maxim, whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Kant believed human beings should never be treated as a means to an end, and Kant had a lot of respect for human life. Correct. With this in mind, I would argue that abortion would be completely forbidden under Kantian deontological ethics. Why? Firstly, abortion as a maxim can never be universalized. If one was to get an abortion, then do they will abortion to be a universal law? Of course not, because in one generation the human species would be completely wiped out. What if you made the maxim more specific? Consider this: women who do not currently want a child should have abortions. This can be universalized as it only applies to women who do not currently want a child. But still, Kantian ethics puts a lot of value on a human life, and terminating a life just so the mother can lead an easier one treats the fetus as a means to an end, and this goes against the Kantian principle. I see your points, but again we are back to the argument of whether a fetus should be considered a life, the central argument of abortion. If you do not consider a fetus a human life, then this will not go against the Kantian ethical approach. Good point. Well, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the vibe. And what are your thoughts? How would a utilitarian or a Kantian ethicist approach the controversial topic of abortion? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care until next time.